What's up, Migo? Like geeks and freaks. Are we on? Are we on? Is this thing on? Yeah, looks like it's on today. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, fuck it. We'll start over. All right. Anyway, so I have two packages open today. This, which I don't know what it is, and this, which I don't know what it is. So the title of this is What's in the Mail, and I have no idea what's in there. Sometimes I open them in advance or I check, see what's delivered, but today we're not going to do that. Anyway, so first of all, there's 606. There's six waving a steak knife. That's good. There's 606 people Amigo like. Congratulations. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Your room, you do the way that you like. Everybody's doing a good job over there. Lots of good discussions going on about different things without people getting all up in a huff, getting kicked out or anything like that, because we don't like to do that there. It's a silly thing to do. Anyway, so let's get started, shall we? So this week's been a pretty good week. Been doing a lot of soul searching for vintage GI Joe, and man, if I like did this and stabbed myself on camera, that would be pretty fucked up. And then I bled to death. Can somebody call my wife? I fell. I think I have a concussion. Dude, why are you Facebook living that? Why don't you just dial 911? Anybody remember that episode? That was funny. That was an interesting episode. All right. So anyway, that's just a filler for what we have here. Let's see what's in the mail, shall we? Who knows? You're doing a lot of... What the hell is this? I don't know what the hell this is, but it's heavy. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, shit. No kidding. Ooh. This is like a Holy Grail that became a Holy Grail 3 days ago or 4 days ago, thanks to Daniel Gates. And there is LPH is here. LPH, I have to finish getting through the videos that you and Mr. Eon have done. Holy cannoli, man. You guys did a lot. I got to get through all that stuff. Great videos. Love watching stuff. I can't believe I got to get to the one where you take down the Funko wall. I want to see that. So I'm sure you took them down and replaced them gently, but what I was imagining is like David holding the camera and you going behind, just taking your arm and just pushing the whole thing over and everything just toppling to the floor to make room for something else. Oh, yeah. David says hello. Hello, Mr. David. David Eon, the Encyclopedia Britannica of vintage toys. You guys are fantastic. Love watching your videos. Love watching your setup. Holy craziness. Absolutely craziness. Replace them with... yeah, I know. I got to see that. This I'm very... You know what? I'm going to do this second because this is really cool. Like I said, I've been getting this GI Joe bug, and big thanks to the guys in Migo Like and the guys in a lot of these GI Joe rooms. I can't even name them all. There's a lot of GI Joe rooms out there. If you don't know any, just search GI Joe. You'll find a ton. There's a lot of really good rooms for vintage GI Joe. I don't mean the small ones, the little ones. I mean the 12-inch from like the 60s and 70s. I love those. I really do. I just don't have the money to do it. Hold on, we're going to bring that up in a second. But they've got a lot of really good rooms. And so Daniel Gates, Brian Sanchez. Sanchez is actually a nice guy. I always say this. He's a really nice guy. Some people think he's just a smart ass, but he's really nice. He has a very good heart. He's like a big bear. He's scary, but he's got a good heart. Can you imagine that? I'm only saying that here once. I'll never say that again. I don't want him to find out. But no, in all seriousness, Dan Gates have been helping me navigate through GI Joe stuff. I don't want... Well, you know, maybe I'll do the phone later. I'll jump on with the phone. I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I got. I showed some other videos. You can take a look, but I've got 5 of those Egyptian mummy sarcophaguses over there. They're really cool. And last night, I'm like, Christ, I don't have any of the jewels for them. And Dan Gates showed me where you can get actually, I guess they're exact replicas for a couple bucks, because the original ones, they want like $40 a jewel. I'm like, what? Yeah, the replicas are like $3.75 or something, or $3.25. Anyway, from Cotswold. JP McElroy. Look at JP. JP's been active. We've been chatting on the backside of Facebook. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to talk to you guys. Video coming on the update lit. More video coming. Oh my gosh. How many videos So LPH, how many videos do you and David do in a week? At least one, right? But I'm assuming more. Or have you just been doing like extra ones as you've been doing these tours and stuff? And my question to you guys, do you guys catalog your stuff? I mean, I know it's really well organized, but David seems to know every single thing that you guys have. And I'm sure you do too. But I'm wondering if you guys actually catalog that stuff. I'm curious. She's going, oh, by the way, this episode, no, seriously, in all seriousness, I want you guys to check out, where is my stuff? I want you guys to check out, we have StarPod Trek and we have StarPod Log. Well, they're the same people, Nair and Kavora, and you guys, you need to check them out on their podcast. They do have a Facebook page, but we did some really cool stuff. So Rich Hurley, a.k.a. Dr. Durant, Max Overnighter, a.k.a. Max Overnighter, and myself did some podcasts. They gave us some subjects and we sent the audio in, and then they've mixed it up. And one of them's been published. There's a podcast we did on the Incredible Hulk TV show. That was fun. And you have to listen to it because it's heartbreaking, because poor Rich, when he was a kid, had a whole story for it. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And unfortunately, we made fun of him. We probably shouldn't have, but he's a big boy and he takes it very well. And then we have 3 more that we did, and they're posting them out. But it's not just us. They do a whole bunch of, I think he said they do about 12 different people, and they put them into a single podcast, and everybody does a little something. And they're really cool. And I've followed them for a while. I met them at Migo Meet in 2019. Very, very nice couple, very nice people, avid Star Trek collectors. I mean, I thought I knew a lot of stuff. They're really, really good. And they're really good people. They've just done some really cool stuff. And they've actually gone from just convention attendees to now they're basically the convention professionals, where they're up doing presentations or on panels and stuff. They're very well known. So you should check them out too. And everybody that's in there is fine. Oh, why do I still have this caption on here? You know, the one thing with this silly thing is this. There we go. All right, so we already did the free toys. Oh my goodness. Let's edit this. All right, we're going to edit this because I have all this kind of crap. I really don't do a good job preparing, do I? I kind of wing this as we go. Let's do this. Congratulations. Let's do something new. Let's put 106 numbers. Go. Okay, so let's do that. So we have 606 people came in. And speaking of GI Joe, Joe Zeta just came into the Migo Light group, and Joe Zeta's, that guy's got some crazy collection. You should also, speaking of GI Joes, you should also talk to Randall Wall. Randall Wall is huge GI Joe guy. Yeah, and he's done some really cool stuff. All right, so let's see. So Lady Pop Hunter says, not quite that way, but close. And they have a video coming update on the week. So you have to check out their Open by Chance Vintage Toys. They do some really good videos. They do good lives and everything. You put up, hold on a second. Whoa. I just read your thing. You put up 1 video a day? Holy smoke. Okay. Yours are cataloged, but David catalogs in his head. Holy crap. Oh, and look who just popped in. Speak of the devil. It is the man himself, Mr. Maximus Overnighterus. So Max was just talking a little bit about the podcast that we were doing, for Nair and Kavora for StarPod Log and StarPod Trek, and they've been really cool. So anyway, let's get to opening some toys. Let's see what we got. I've been putting a lot of crap up on my Migo Like. I've been going batshit. Ooh. And speaking of GI Joe, no, it's not a GI Joe, but I'll show you what it is. Been putting a lot of stuff up there. Not any GI Joe stuff yet. There's plenty of sites for that. I've also done a little more of the Big Jim stuff, and again, thanks to the guys that are helping navigate me through that. All right, so let's look at this first thing, which I'm really excited. I forgot I was getting this. So this is a GI Sentry Post. This is made by Ideal Toys. Now, everybody knows that Hasbro made GI Joe. So Ideal made this carry case / playset type thing. Let me get these messages up here. So much cool stuff on those podcasts. I'm following them on Spotify. Look at Max. Max is a social media maniac. Max was a very quiet guy. Now he's a social media maniac. But this is actually made by Ideal, so you could use it for really any action figure you want. But it's actually quite cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on camera. You can take a look at the side. It's a carry case, but it's also a play set. You can see the guys are shooting out the windows and so on. So we're gonna try and open this and see what it looks like inside. Okay, it's actually in pretty good shape. So here it is on the inside. And what basically happens is you have this kind of the sentry post. If you look down on the ground, you see these tracks, right? Like tank tracks or Jeep tracks. So your figure can go in here. You can store stuff inside. What is this? Paper? There's paper. I don't know if there's something in it or it's just paper. Oh my God. You're shitting me. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of stuff in here. All right. Well, so I took out the paper that was stuffed in here. And inside this little holding area, which is where you could put some of your accessories, there's stuff. Wow. I didn't think this thing was coming with stuff. I know it was coming with stuff? I don't think so. I think this guy just put a whole bunch of stuff in there for me, which is really cool. Let's see if it's any good. I don't really know this stuff too well, so I'll need Gates and Brian Sanchez, maybe Rendewall to help me. We'll go through all this stuff in a minute. There's clothes and accessories and all kinds of crap. But anyway, so here's the deal. So you see this little piece of, it's supposed to look like wood planks. This is supposed to look like the ground. And what happens is, let's see if I can do this. This piece, which folds in, actually supposed to come out. So this comes out. Let's see if I can do this. You pull this out, right? And then you have this gate that goes up and down. But what it looks like from here, I'll get a GI Joe so I can show you guys a little bit better. This is really hard to do. All right, anyway, it goes like this. I guess you pull your GI Joe tank up or something off, it goes. So the idea is that you put your GI Joe guard, let's bring this down, it's a lot bit easier. You put your GI Joe guard here, and then he decides who passes along this road. You can see there's tracks and so on. There's like dirt road and so on like that. Let's not lose the laptop. All right, so that's very cool. And then in the end, it becomes a carry case. So this is actually very cool. If you take a look, this is supposed to look like sandbags. Everything else is wood inside. There's kind of like holes in it where they're shooting through, combat gear, and so on. Now, there's another version of this, and I actually was talking to Danny Gates about it. There's another version. Instead of this wood kind of thing here that you have, it's actually blue. It looks like blue metal. I guess they're supposed to look more like a locker or something. Everything else, I believe, is the same in the colors, but I don't know why they made two different ones. So that's pretty cool. But let's see what he put inside before I show you the other thing, which is like a friggin' just a holy grail for me. And again, I didn't learn about it until recently. So I'm not sure who this is. This is, I don't know who this is. Let me see. Is this, I got to get my specs on to see if there's a name on here. It's not tagged Hasbro. Somebody's gonna have to help me. This is a rubber belt with a thing. I don't know if is this Captain Action. Is it supposed to be like a cowboy or a Captain America belt or something? We'll take a look. Here is a GI Joe jacket, and it's got some kind of thing on there. I'm sure those guys can do that. And here, apparently, this must be the hat that goes with it. It's like a blue field hat. I have the green one. What else do we have? We have, I don't know if this is GI Joe. It's about the size, some kind of denim jacket thing. Maybe you guys can help me identify this stuff. Let's see. What's up, George? I didn't see George Karen pop in. Holy crap. Monday to Friday, you guys do 5 videos? Sorry, I'm looking at messages, and I'm not even looking at the Facebook if anybody's on there right now. Maybe I did remember this. It comes with some brown boots. Some brown boots. Captain America holster from Ideal Captain Action. That is that. Okay, that was what I was thinking because it's got the star and it's rubber and it's not Hasbro. Okay, so that's cool. So I don't have that. I'm sure if somebody has it, we can work something out. Here is a holster for something. It's rubber and it's more like a Mego size or something. It looks like a cowboy holster, and it actually has a slot in the back, which means it's probably so you could just have some kind of quick draw action. We've got some, look at this shit. Okay, so we've got these little like bags. This one's empty, but this one has something in it. Inside of this bag is a, how about that? Oh, there's two things in there. There's a GI Joe canteen and what I believe to be I think it's a GI Joe hand grenade. I'm not sure. That's a shoulder holster for GI Joe? It's tiny. It's really tiny. So, I mean, look at the difference. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if that'll get across GI Joe. It's really small, but say Mark. Well, that's cool. All right. Then we have, look at this. We have the cloth belt with the canteen holder. Now, one of the pegs broke off, and I guess sorry, one of the pegs broke off, so you guys can see this. And then we have this, which I guess is supposed to close. Is there anything? There's nothing inside there. All right, so we've got that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Looks like Gabriel Marks. You know, it's really small, Max, and the fact that it has this thing in the back looks to me like it's got quick draw action. And I'm wondering if that thing is, hold on a second, could that be Fighting? No, Fighting Furies was black because the Fighting Furies had the slot on them so that when they did the quick draw, they could just take the gun out. I'll take a look. Here's more stuff for G.I. Joe. I know that's G.I. Joe. That stuff I can identify. That was pretty cool. They had stuff in here. He probably didn't even know that stuff was in there. Okay, so this looks like some kind of outfit. Could this be $6 Million Man? I gotta ask Danny Gates. It's not, the tag inside is missing on both. But this almost looks like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it kind of looks like that denim $6 Million Man outfit. I have to ask Dan, see if he knows. Like I said, it's got the brown boots, G.I. Joe tall boots, I'm pretty sure. I think so, unless they're knockoff. And then last but not least, this is pretty badass. I'm assuming this is G.I. Joe because it sure as hell looks like it. It's like a gray bag. It's like a military telephone. Phone's there, and if you open that up, yeah, this is Hasbro. This is definitely G.I. Joe. It's marked Hasbro. And inside, you can see the phone must go. Let's put the phone inside. So I wonder if this blue outfit, it came something to do with this blue outfit. It says they cut the chest part off. Oh. Well, they cut the chest part off. Oh, here. Oh, that you may be right. It looks like it is. Yeah, I wonder if that is. Nice. Nothing like having people in the community that can help. I love it. And then we got this cool little telephone thing for the field. And that's pretty badass. That's pretty. Leisure Suit Larry clothes. I agree with you, Max. They do look like Leisure Suit Larry. That was one of my favorite games when I was younger. So that's not bad for the G.I. Joe Sentry Post. It's really cool. I like it. I actually dig the graphics. The fact that it's not made by Hasbro, it's made by Ideal, to me is just even cool. There's a lot of companies that made stuff. I bet David Eon could name more than I can, but there's a lot of companies who made stuff for like G.I. Joe and other action figures. Travel Toy, Tara Toy, Ideal. Ideal did have their own version of like their own 12-inch figure, if I remember, besides Captain Action. And maybe this was for Captain Action, but it looks more like for G.I. Joe, right? Vinyl playset. It's actually in really good shape, but what the hell's moving around in there? Oh, this. Okay. There's not something else in there was floating around. I'm like, yeah, just make sure there's nothing else there. So that was cool. I had a little treasure trove of things in there. Not bad. Really like this. This is a great set. I have a very cool set. I've showed it before, and I did a video on it somewhere in one of these 80 videos where it's I forget what it's called. It's made by multiple toy makers, and when you fold it up, it folds into like it's like a tube, almost like a hexagon, and you open it up, and each section is like one's like a sport locker, one's like a chemist lab, one's like a space control center. It's really, really cool, and it's really cool stuff. It hangs under his armpit. Okay, so it hangs under his armpit. Okay, I got to take a look at that. All right, very cool. I guess that would make sense. That would make sense. Okay. All right, you guys ready for the piece? I don't know if you guys are going to appreciate this as much as I am, but this is what I'm really, really excited about this. So Dan Gates was showing me some of his G.I. Joe and Big Jim collection. We were on the G.I. Joe discussion. And I was so excited because he showed me this one thing. And if you guys know anything about crap that I collect, like I love collecting the G.I. Joe, but I like collecting the mummies, the accessories, the little pygmy gorilla, the abominable snowman, or the Yeti, this giant squid. I don't know. I just have this thing for it. And if there's an action figure that has something extra that comes with it, I love it. So, for example, Brent Stiles did Hellboy, and they put the half guy. Brent made the half guy. It's like half an action figure that he's carrying with him. That's so cool. Lots of cool stuff for action figures. I had stuff. The G.I. Joe Hunt for the White Tiger, anything with the sharks, all that. I love that stuff. So Dan shows me this G.I. Joe. And I'm like, what is that in front? And he's showing it to me, and he's talking about it. And it's this thing that he got years ago. And he's like, it's one of his favorite pieces. And it's this cool accessory. So I take it and I start Googling for it. Well, it turns out it was made in the early 90s by a company called 21st Century Toys. And they made a series called Villains. And it's called Oz, and Tazz, and Dan's, and they were the whole thing. Each one was $5, so it's cheap as hell. I mean, even back then, $5 was nothing for a 12-inch action figure. They came with a slew of accessories. Dan, I guess, bought the whole set, and I'm looking for it. If anybody has one they want to sell, let me know. But I was able to get the one piece that I really liked. There's a couple other pieces in there that were not with it, and I was excited, but I did get the one piece, and I'm going to show it to you now. And I think it's so cool because it's just, they just don't make stuff like this all the time. So this side companion, if you will, it's heavy. I can tell you right now, Dan told me it's really heavy. If you're to throw this at somebody, you'd probably leave a mark. And I can see that, yes, we would leave a mark. So let's see what's in here. Give me a second. This guy really sealed. How did he seal this up like that? Oh, we used some gluey tape. All right, let's get this open. Give me a second. I'm going to bring it out. This is so, it's so cool. So it's from the 90s. So it's, it's about 30 years old. It's not as old as GI Joe. And he's got some of his accessories. Now he's missing some parts. Accessories, I should say. Let me get this open so I can show it to you guys. With the trusty steak knife. I remember I was trying to open a package. I couldn't find a knife. I was trying to open a package live with a screwdriver. And Matt Custer was like, dude, you look like you're a monkey trying to fuck a football. I was like, yeah, that was pretty bad. So this guy, what is this on the original? No, he just, that's crazy. What did he do? Make some kind of plastic thing? Oh no, he cut this off the card. Okay, he cut it off. Okay, that's strange. I wish he had the other accessories with it, but I'm going to show you this in a second. Give me a second. I'm going to show it to you. It's really cool. At least I think so. And for a guy who collects accessories, I love them. All right. But like I said, Dan Gates has the whole thing, and it's so much better than what I'm going to show you here. Come on, baby. Open up. Okay, that's out. Okay. Yeah, the guy actually cut the piece off. We don't care. It's going to the garbage. Okay. So, you ready? You'd be like, what is that? Okay, so let me show this to you. This is actually, like I said, it's an accessory, and it came with him. And this is actually Tazz. So there's Oz and Tazz, and they're in the villain set. So they made a series of villains. These are actually called, are they human trackers or trackers or something? And basically it's two guys, and they came with a whole bunch of equipment, like tracking people. They're evil guys tracking people, I guess, through the jungle or something like that. But he's quite cool because he's got this very vintage, or he's got this very vintage style to him. He does move. Like, he does have some ability for movement, even his head. Now, what he's missing that I don't have, because he does have his little drum, which is pretty cool, and it ties around his waist. He comes with this ridiculous blow gun, which is really cool. I'm going to put it together for you. He does have a thong, so I hope I'm not offending anybody. Sanchez will like it. But what he doesn't have, he actually had a necklace of 3 shrunken heads, and Dan Gates has it. It's really cool. But I love, like, even the detail. Now, he is missing, it looks like he's missing one. Is he missing one, or is that just... No, that was not there. I don't know. Anyway, so the idea behind this figure was to give him this blowgun. Let's see if I can do this without breaking it, first of all. And like I said, it was $5. I mean, this thing is heavy, man. I'm not kidding. This thing probably weighs 1.5 pounds. It's pretty friggin' heavy. See if I can get this together without ruining it, because I don't want to break it because it's 30 years old. I also don't want to break it because I just got it. And I also don't want to break it because it's really cool. So the idea here is, if I can get this right, is, Jesus Christ, I'm not having a good day here. You're supposed to be able to position his arms so that you can take this blowgun and you can send it. How the hell is that supposed to get in there? Oh, can you send this backwards that way? Jesus, give me a second. This is a pain in the ass. Well, it doesn't want to cooperate, does it? Let's try this. Get in there. There we go. Okay, here we go. But now I got to get, oh my God, I got to get through here. Give me a break. This is a bit of a pain in the ass to get this through. So give me a sec. I'll get this straightened out for you. And once I get straightened out, we can see. and it's really cool. So basically, there's the bad guy. Dan said that the 12-inch action figures that they made are horrible. He goes, it's such a piece of junk. But this guy is actually really cool. I'm like, all right, so there's a specific angle. Oh my God, maybe it's just easier if I show you guys a picture of what it looks like. That might be easier if I just show you a picture. See if we got a hole in the end of it. Anyway, the bottom line is when I get him figured out and I get the blowgun in, he'll basically be like this, and he'll have this blowgun in his hands, and he'll be aiming it, which I think it's really cool. It's a great accessory. I really love it. So I think it's just like a pygmy, if you will. He's even got a tattoo on his back. But they did a whole bunch, and as I was looking them up trying to find this thing, they did tons of sets. One of the sets is actually called Armed Terrorist, and they had to, apparently from what I read, they had to recall it. I mean, they have all kinds of crap in there. They have like cases that are foam with all kinds of weapons inside, and it's just crazy. They made helicopters. They made ATVs for these on a 12-inch scale. And Dan has this with one of his GI Joes, I think in like a safari outfit, and it's just really cool, and I really, really like it. But he doesn't have he doesn't have a spear, but he does have a blowgun. I actually like the blowgun better. I think it's actually, listen, I'm not maybe just supposed to go this way. I'm not a expert on the pygmy culture, but I think it's actually pretty cool. And I think they probably did a little research into it, but it's Oz and Tazz. So I believe, being that he's Tazz and Oz, is that the bad guy is from Australia and Tazz is from Tasmania, which is just off of Australia. And if you know anything about that area of the world, it's definitely a different life. And I had a long discussion with Dan Gates. I was watching some show on Netflix that was based in Australia, and in some of the episodes, they put this thing up before they play the episode, and I have to let Dan explain it, but I'll give you a kind of what I think was the right thing. What basically happens is it says like, there's certain people on these islands that are natives, indigenous people. And I think the thing goes that if there's somebody famous or not, if they pass away, like, you're not supposed to watch a TV show or a movie that they were in. So if they die, that's it. You're not supposed to. And if you do, it's offensive to them and their culture for their beliefs. So they put this thing up, and Dan Gates can explain it better, but they put this thing up before the show that says, hey, we're letting you know that there's actors in here that are no longer alive. And if this offends you, don't watch it. I mean, literally like that. And I thought that was pretty interesting, to say the least. There we go. I think I'm getting it, to say the least. And, wow, this is really a bitch to do. Sorry. It's a bitch. And I'm kind of afraid I'm going to break it, to be honest with you. All right. So he goes something like this with his blowgun. And I think that's pretty cool. And I have a feeling, that's probably modeled after some indigenous Tasmanian person that they had or something like that. But it's really cool. He does not, does he turn in the middle? No, he doesn't turn in the middle. His legs don't move. His arms move. But I think he's fantastic. Like, I think it's probably one of the coolest, like, side companions to a figure ever. So Dan has it with his GI Joes. I'm going to put it there. It's just cool. Like, they just put a lot of detail in it. And although I'm not an expert, I think they did a good job in that. It looks like, this might be something that may have been based off of, a real character. But like I said, Dan Gates would have to give me more details. He's way more in the know than I am, being that he's from Australia. We've had several conversations about that. Okay. What else? It hangs under his... Oh, there we go. Okay, Jim. All right. So yeah, so that's Tazz. I don't have Oz. Dan said Oz is terrible. He's just this 12-inch crappy GI Joe type figure. This is going to go around his waist. Apparently this guy never put this on, so we're going to put this on him. I think that's really cool. So I was very excited. Like, this is something I was like, wow, this is cool. It actually is really neat to see somebody actually take the step and go build something that's not normally done. And I think that's really cool. I don't know. It's very, very cool to me to watch that kind of stuff. And now that I put this on, I'll never get this over his arm. In any case, That's really cool. So that's what we have for today. So I'm gonna go finish identifying some of these GI Joe parts over here, and then this guy is just super badass. I love it. He's a great character, like really really good. They put a lot of detail into him, and I don't know how you build something like this $5. He had, like I said, he had a necklace with shrunken heads on it. It was a string, and there were 3 heads hanging. They weren't like formed or paint or stuck to him. And then it came with a bunch of accessories. He has a mask. There's a whole bunch of bad guy guns and shit like that too. So very, very cool. So I'm kind of excited about this thing. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys liked it. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. I haven't looked at the Facebook. If you guys are commenting, I apologize. I'll have to go back and take a look and do some comments. Other than that, it's hot as a mother effer out here today. 95 degrees, and I went out for 2 hours working, and I was drenched, and that's it for today. Now I got to go do some inside work. All right, guys, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, no, wait. We got another video coming because I promised Lady Pop Hunter I would do the rainfall figures later. So tonight I'm going to try and get all the rainfall figures out. There's one set I don't have, and I'll go through that. I've never even seen it in real life. I've just seen a picture of it on the card, so I'm assuming it's been made, but I don't know if they actually wound up doing it. All right, peace. What's that, Amanda? Let's throw it up and